Welcome back to Terraria, but every weapon does 1 damage. Yes, that means that weapons such as the terrific Terrorblade are more like a glorified glow stick at this point. In this section, we're shooting for the moon. Lord. You see, it's funny because when you shoot for the moon, Anyways, can we defeat the Moonlord and beat Terraria? Well, there's only one way to find out. Hardmode sucks. As you all know, enemies and bosses get more difficult as you progress through the game, with their health and damage scaling proportionally to the players. Usually. But in this playthrough, that's not the case. While the boss's health and damage scales, our damage doesn't get much better than this. With this in mind, I think you can all agree that this is going to suck. Nevertheless, there are some upgrades to get. As we learned in the last episode, debuffs will be our savior. And luckily for us, hard mode introduces a very powerful debuff. That debuff being Cursed Inferno. So, without any hesitation, we began the hard mode grind. Except, it wasn't much of a grind considering the fact that we can fish up hundreds of crates every cast. So within little to no time at all, we had more than enough ore to craft ourselves some adamantite armor. Now, you're probably wondering why we aren't using the titanium armor set. Well, when using the titanium armor set, a couple titanium shards orbit you and deal damage. Damage which is uneditable, so we didn't use it just so it wouldn't ruin the challenge. I then fished up some corrupted crates to get some cursed flames for some cursed bullets. With our new equipment, we set our sights on the queen slime to get some crystal assassin armor for its dash. But for some reason, Yup's weapon was a bit weird.
You look so weird with the mini shark behind you like that. What the frick?
What do you mean? It looks normal for me.
You're like holding it regularly, but it's like moved back, so it's like shooting through you. Le bunny. Get it? Why is it whenever I use my like double jump on the bunny mount, it's so slow? Look at this.
Yeah, look at this.
Instead of this. Okay, wait, now you're just permanently facing to the left for me, and now you're shooting her with the back of the mini shark. Like
wait, what? Come on.
Yeah.
The boss fight was relatively easy, but once again it lasted for a pretty long time. And we were going for the full crystal assassin armor. So we had yet another King Slime situation.
Yeah. Let's go.
Finally, after killing the Queen Slime like 20 times, we had the full crystal assassin armor set. I then killed some corrupt mimics so I could get the Clinger staff. And apparently the pirates were excited for me as they decided to pay us a visit.
Oh, what? There's pirates?
And let me tell you, they were a pain. I mean, we didn't die very much, but it took us so long to kill anything. Finally, we defeated the pirate invasion, which unlocked absolutely nothing for us except our own pain and suffering. Before we move on, I ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, as the more like and subscribe buttons that are pushed, the more ramen packets I can afford. Anyways, we were ready to fight some mechanical bosses, starting with the twins, but we ran out of time.
No, come back here.
We needed to find a way to do more DPS, so we thought up a new loadout, one that involves the Shadow Flame bow and Frost armor. This allows me to inflict the Shadow Flame and Frostburn debuffs to the boss with a single arrow. It also involves Yup using the mini shark with cursed bullets to inflict the cursed debuff. So we were now inflicting the Shadow Flame, Cursed Inferno, Frostburn, On Fire, Hellfire, and Poison debuffs. But first, we need to kill some Frost Golems.
Get him! Oh yeah, I got a Frost core, and he dropped. Yo!
Yo! I'm drinking chalky milk.
Oh.
I love chalky milk. It tastes like yummy.
Oh yeah, I bet. Do you like my song? Look.
It was so beautiful. I cried.
Look at all the I'm summoning them.
I killed them.
Look, they're coming, they're returning.
They're returning! It can never be stopped.
Now that we had our armor, I just needed to kill a Goblin Warlock for the Shadow Flame bow.
Yes!
Yeah,
Shadow Flame bow, let's go!
Now, with all our preparations and music practice, we were ready to try the twins again.
This is actually a lot easier to hit, and I can hit more of my shots. I think this is better than the...
This isn't as easy to hit, but I can still hit it, like, pretty well. Oh my gosh, we've already done 3,000 damage, and it's been 30 minutes. Retinizer's about to change, I think. He's like 2,000 damage away from changing. And it's already, like, they're gonna change at like 10 p.m. Wow, Retinizer's really good at aiming. He's missed all of his shots. I think we're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, we got this. We got this. We got this, man.
Retinizer's dead. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Okay, we got him. Yeah! Let's go.
With the twins defeated, we were feeling confident enough to fight Skeletron Prime.
Okay.
There he is.
His arms are already almost down, though. The debuffs are insane.
That's crazy.
Once the arms are down, we're gonna be hitting his head more consistently, too.
Yeah, he has one arm left.
Die arm.
Yeah, now it's just him.
This is really difficult.
What is he doing?
I'm not really sure.
Bro, what are you doing?
Bro.
Oh, now he's spinning towards us, but...
Really quickly.
Yeah, really fast. Yeah, without his arms, he literally, like, can't hurt us. What are you doing?
Does it change the use animation for you?
No, you're still shooting it through yourself, backwards.
Is that what it's always been?
Yeah.
I have the chainsaw animation, so it looks like I'm... Wait, no, I have the lawnmower animation, so it looks like I'm mowing the lawn with my mini shark. But I'm actually shooting cursed bullets out of my head.
That's a great representation of what it's been like this entire time. It just looks like you've been mowing the lawn, but backwards with your mini shark.
What? Yeah.
Yay. Once again, an easy fight.
Let's do a band. Ready?
This is a really good band.
Feeling confident in all our damage with all our debuffs, we were ready to try the destroyer. But we soon discovered something that was quite shocking.
He is immune to debuffs.
What?
Why didn't we think of this sooner? This could be the very thing that could end this run. A boss with 100,000 health having to be killed within a 12-minute timer with our main form of DPS being unusable. So we began to search the wiki for anything that might have the slightest chance of working. We began fight after fight, seeing if anything would aid us in defeating this mechanical monstrosity. Finally, after many hours of testing, we came across the Super Star Shooter, an upgrade to the star cannon, which pierces infinitely and hits multiple times per shot. It was crafted with 12 hollowed bars and a star cannon. Luckily, we had some hollowed bars from killing the other 2 mechs. So we tried the boss again, but once again we ran out of time, and we weren't even close. We realized that we would have to maximize our DPS in every way possible. After testing out a ton of minions, we settled upon the Blade Staff, which ignores more immunity frames than usual. This, when paired with the Super Star Shooter, still wasn't enough. So we began to think again, scrolling through the wiki looking for anything, until we came across sentries. These could stack on top of our already active minions. So we thought about which sentry would be the most effective, ultimately deciding on the Lightning Aura Staff, but we would need to do the old one's army. Luckily, it wasn't too difficult, seeing as we could just set up some hoiks and the enemies were just stuck in one spot until they were defeated. Ha! Bozos! We then had enough Defender's medals to buy ourselves some Lightning Aura Staffs, but once again, this wasn't enough. But we were so close, we just needed a little bit more DPS. We tried so many times, but we just couldn't do it. Finally, we came across the Nimbus Rod, which summoned stationary clouds that rained down, well, rain. The good thing about the Nimbus Rod is that it's separate from the minion and sentry limits. With this in mind, we thought of other weapons like this, such as the Clinger Staff and Crimson Rod, which do relatively the same thing. Now it was time to try again.
Okay, you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1.
Try to hit the edge. Try to go down the line of him. Try to maximize.
My game is lagging a lot. Like, a lot. Oh, I died.
Wait, the probes are actually almost dead, bro.
Really? If we could get rid of the probes, then my frame rates would actually increase by a lot.
A lot of the probes are dying right now. A lot of them are pretty much dead, bro.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so by 10, he has to be at 4th health.
Okay, I can optimize now. I can optimize because DPS is frame rate's a bit better and don't have to worry about probes.
Now we just try to go down the line and try to hit as many parts as you can.
Okay, it's not even 10 o'clock and we're almost a 4th.
This is possible.
Wait, where'd our Nimbus Rods go? They despawned. We gotta summon them back.
Resummon them.
Dude, look at his health. It's like 1 o'clock. Oh, did I die? Oh, okay. Okay, 6,000 health left. Oh my gosh, we're actually gonna do it.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh, we did it.
Finally, we had done it. Considering how hard this boss was to defeat, just think about how hard the Moonlord is going to be. But we'll worry about him later. I decided to celebrate by doing some building. I ended up making a cherry blossom treehouse in the hollow, a small jungle hut, and a cozy little house at spawn. I also ended up improving our magic storage system. Anyways, the jungle grows restless, meaning that we can now mine some chlorophyte. There weren't really any improvements we could get, but I thought of a way to inflict 3 different debuffs with 1 weapon. This would utilize the Shadow Flame Knife with frost armor and a cursed flask. We also crafted ourselves a Mega Shark with some chlorophyte bullets for some extra damage. So we started mining out an arena for Plantera, and we gave her an attempt. Go! Man, I got some coughs. Did I cough a little loud? Oh, what? What the frick? Bro, there's so many projectiles that my chlorophyte bullets, they look so weird. What the heck? Let's go! In the end, not even the strongest vegan enthusiast was able to defeat us average food enjoyers. Unlike the mech bosses, Plantera unlocks quite a few things that pique our interest. These things being the Master Ninja Gear, Chain Gun, and Venom. So, to start, I headed to the dungeon and began killing some Bone Lees. Luckily, I found some without too much problems, and I was able to craft some Master Ninja Gear for Yup and I. We then bought some Venom vials from the Witch Doctor. We made a deal that I would use the Curse Flask, while Yup would use the Venom Flask, so we could inflict the most amount of debuffs we could.
Johnny, what am I doing? Johnny, look at me.
What the heck? Why are you doing that? Wait, what? What is happening?
Bro!
What the heck? What did you do? What did you do?
So bad. bad.
It has no mechanical purpose, but it's amazing. Guys, it's Christmas. Happy Christmas. Brits. Sadly, it seems Father Christmas forgot about Yup and I, as he did not reward us with a chain gun for Christmas. So we decided to brutally murder as many Father Christmases as we could until he would yield and give it to us. But don't fret, we did it with respect, as any good chap would do. Die, Santa! Ah, the Brits. Anyways, the chain gun, when paired with chlorophyte bullets, would help us deal with enemies' immune to debuffs. So we were ready for the lunatic cultist. But we kept running into a problem. The cultists just weren't spawning. So how are we supposed to summon the cultist? After some thinking, we remembered that we actually haven't killed Gollum yet. So we ventured to the temple and defeated the boss with absolutely no problems whatsoever. Bro, best not mess with the bunny. You mess with the bunny, you get the thermonuclear bomb. That's what they say.
I mean, that is what they say, after all.
Yeah, can't argue. But the drops were just as forgettable as the boss itself. So we then summoned the lunatic cultist. But once again, we ran into a huge problem. The cultist was immune to debuffs. But we kept pushing through, just focusing on dodging. But this proved to be quite a problem. While we were focused on dodging, we weren't focused on the cultist summoning circle, meaning that we ended up summoning a phantasmal dragon, which also was immune to debuffs. So the dragon was basically unkillable. We just had to run and hope that we'd hit the cultist instead of the dragon, but we ended up summoning an ancient vision, which brought up a challenge similar to that of the dragon. The summons just kept stacking up, keeping us from hitting the cultist and, in the end, killing us. We were astonished. We never thought that the lunatic cultist would ever be a problem. This time, Yup got some better summoning armor so he could use the blade staff to get some more raw damage, while I used beetle armor with the chain gun. So we tried the boss again, but this time we were much more careful. We made sure to stop attacking whenever the cultist did his summoning circle attack, and we were able to avoid the dragons and ancient visions. Finally, after chipping down the cultist's health little by little, we defeated him.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Without the phantasmal dragon and ancient visions getting in the way, the boss fight was actually not too difficult. Now, the only thing in the way of the final boss of Terraria were the pillars. So we went straight for the solar pillar, as defeating this one would unlock probably the best weapon in the entire game for this challenge, the Daybreak. This weapon inflicts the Daybreak debuff, which deals 25 damage every quarter of a second for each spear lodged in the enemy. And seeing as we can sink a maximum of 8 spears into the targeted enemy, this one combined with some frost armor and our different flasks would increase our DPS substantially. So we defeated the solar pillar and crafted ourselves the fabled Daybreak. With this weapon, nothing could stop us. We mowed through the other pillars and we soon got the message: impending doom approaches. The fight was going well at first. We soon realized that we were taking a lot more damage than we should be. We knew that the fight was going to take a long time, so taking this much damage was not going to cut it. We soon began to notice that the Moonlord's health was not going down. He was healing. What were we supposed to do? His leeching attack latches onto the player and begins to steal the player's health. Usually you'd be able to kill the little parasite before it could reach the Moonlord and heal him, but we couldn't kill it in time. We were stuck in a loop of no progression. The fight went on minute after minute, but we were getting nowhere. Finally, we were defeated. So we tried again, but with more of a focus on running away from the leeching attack. But unfortunately, we ended up killing the other cultists by accident, which ended up summoning the lunatic cultist.
Bro, lunatic cultist is here!
What? Why is lunatic cultist here? We were fighting the Moonlord whilst dodging a ton of attacks from the cultist, phantasmal dragon, and the ancient visions.
We need to make
Look
it
at all of the ancient visions! Bro, I'm dead.
Johnny, how are you surviving?
I don't know!
Bro! How are you alive? How are you alive?
Oh!
Bro, what are you?
Please! Just survive. Dude, I don't know how I'm still alive right now. But after surviving longer than expected, we died again. This wasn't going to work. We can't out DPS the boss's healing effect. So we began to do some research. Seeing as we can't kill the leeching clots, we tried to think of a way that we could just avoid it. So we came up with a plan. What if we could set up some teleporters, and whenever his tongue attempts to latch onto us, we step onto the teleporter, repeatedly teleporting us to a different location so he can't reach us. The idea was simple enough, so we gave it a try, but the mechanism didn't quite work. We had trouble getting to the teleporter and getting off of it. We were so close, but we just couldn't quite do it. We tried so many times, but we just couldn't outlast him. Each fight lasted 10, 20, 30 minutes. We began to lose hope. Was this even possible? It seems like we tried everything. Have we failed? No, we haven't. Look at how far we've come. We had gotten too close to give up now. We can't just throw away all our work, all our hardships, all our failures. A wise man once said, "You're going to fail a lot before things work out. But even though you'll probably fail over and over and over again, you have to try every time. You can't quit because you're afraid you might fail. If you only do what you can do, You will never be more than you are. We were invigorated. We could do anything. So, we put aside our fears and got back to work, tweaking our previous design until it would work, until finally, it was time. Let's go, dude! Oh my gosh! Finally! Oh!
Let's go!
The strats are real! I know that this might just be some random Terraria YouTube video, but if there's one thing I want you all to know, it's this. Don't give up. Pushing through is where the real growth happens, and while I may not know what you all are going through, I know that each and every one of you has the potential to move mountains. So don't let that potential go to waste. Thank you guys for watching. This video took a heck of amount of time to make, so if you could like and subscribe, it would really help me out. Thank you for watching to the end, and as always, see you later, shoppers.